Joining me now in the studio, A. Scott Bolden, attorney, legal analyst, former chair, D.C. Democratic Party, along with Victoria Burke, political analyst and writer for NBC Black, Eugene Craig, CEO, Eugene Craig Organization, and former head, what were you, vice chair or head of the Republican
Party,
in Maryland? All right, then, folks. So this is a look. You go down the line, and I think, do we have the sound bite where I talked about AARP? Do we have that? Okay, so here's a piece. The number of groups who are opposing this. American Cancer Society, American Lung Association, March of Dimes, AARP, American Medical Association, so many patient advocate groups saying no mas, no mas. They say they want no part of this bill.
And these are the experts. And don't forget the hospitals, too. How can you have a good bill or a solid bill with that much opposition? And the Republicans just don't care. It's shameful, it's fraudulent, and there's no help in the Senate, really. Even if they start from scratch, there's still no help because all they can do is create a bad bill because these $900 billion in tax cuts over the next 10 to 12 years and leaving it to the states, we know that the red states, we especially know the red states are going to opt out. There's no answer for this versus fixing
the places with the worst health care.
Right.
Eugene.
Look, 2010, the House flipped. America gave the Republicans the levers of power on the issue of Obamacare, on the issue of health care. I mean, the facts are the facts. When you have a third of the counties that have zero insurance, we have just here in the Maryland, D.C. area, Blue Cross Blue Shield are looking to have somewhere between a 40 to 60% premium increase because they're booking massive losses because of Obamacare. Where you're looking at people that legitimately cannot have, that do not have access, do not have. It's anecdotal, but it's real. But it's real live. But it's real. But it's real live.
1 second, Scott.
But it's real live.
1 second. 1 second.
9 million real lives signed up for health care in January, right?
In reference to this current bill, I do think it's going to die in the Senate. Folk like Susan Collins and Rob Portman are already come out against the House bill.
Got it.
But more importantly, when it comes to the individual mandate and the employer mandate, we made a promise to the American public to get rid of those things. And that's what this bill
I know
does.
you want to ignore the millions of people who have signed up for the Obamacare bill, right? You want to ignore that because, of course, those people want health care. The Republican Party doesn't care about giving people. Paul Ryan and Reince Priebus, throughout this entire process, they've never cared about covering anybody. And then they got trapped in, whoops, we got to have a bill. So they put this garbage out to say that they've got a bill. Totally ideological, totally about wanting to say you want tax cuts. And the adults in the Senate are probably going to, I think they're actually going to change the entire thing. Because the Republican Party can't run on this mess in 2018. They're going to lose the House over this, just in case you haven't noticed.
So when Warren Buffett comes out and says, this is nothing more than a massive tax break for guys like me. And so then when $880 billion is being taken out, and then for Secretary Tom Price to say, oh, no, this is going to be better.
They're just lying.
How?
They're lying.
So,
it's a straight lie.
So
1 second, how?
So a couple points here. First and foremost, Obamacare was laden with a whole bunch of surtaxes that just shouldn't have been there. Secondly, with the $880 billion, it's not a hard cut, it's a cut and increase. So instead of the federal
is this bill not a massive tax cut for the rich? Yes or no?
There are removal of the taxes that were placed.
No?
Absolutely. Their removal
absolutely
of
means yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, but this isn't a class warfare issue here.
I'm fascinated by this. How do you know this? There's no CBO score. Have you read the bill?
I've read parts of the bill.
Because I talked to 20 members who voted on that thing on Thursday who had not read the bill, Eugene.
I've spoken to members that read the bill.
They read the bill.
Congressman Justin Lamas read the bill.
It wasn't posted in full, Eugene. It wasn't posted in full. Oh, really? Oh, really? He read it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
When he went in that morning for caucus, he hadn't read it because we asked him to his face and he didn't confirm that he read it. Really? You talked to him before he went to the floor of the House. Well, he must have lied to you because he did not read the bill. They did not read this bill. They don't know what's in there, and they don't know how much. Yes, we are, because we talked to him before he went into the caucus.
I'm going to say this: Congressman Lamas read the bill.
Okay, he voted. So how much does the bill cost, Eugene? How much does the bill cost?
I don't know how much the bill costs.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't.
The bill hasn't been scored yet.
Because there's no CBO score. And these people voted on a bill they didn't
but we also aren't going to put the CBO as some golden standard, as if the CBO doesn't,
Hold on. How's the CBO not a golden standard when Speaker Paul Ryan was the one who said in 2009 we should not vote on a bill unless they scored? That's all I'm saying. All right. Hold tight 1 second. I got to go to a break. We come back. We'll deal with Trump. What the hell is he talking about with HBCUs?